G'day Brisbane. My name is David Knight. I'm a sales master here from Brisbane. So it's my honour today to present to you HemoHim, a wonderful product that is good for all of us. So are there anybody here today that hasn't tried HemoHim? There must be a few, but it's a wonderful product. So what is HemoHim? HemoHim is something that makes you feel $1 million. So after today, hopefully you will take our message, you will enjoy it and do the benefits as I do. So HemoHim is the best-selling functional food in the industry since 2015. So it's held the #1 position for 8 years in a row. And that's verified by the Fair Trade Commission of Korea. Sales of HemoHim worldwide last year exceeded 180 billion won. That is around about 200 million Australian dollars. And that's just a tad more than what it costs for our federal politicians. But it does so much more good. With cumulative sales now exceeding 2 trillion won, and we all remember how many zeros there is in a trillion? 12, that's right. So today, over 220,000 people, just like you, have taken HemoHim, and that is enough people, in perspective, that fill the Brisbane Gabba football stadium 5 times over. And each one of those people has taken HemoHim today. So HemoHim was born out of 8 years of research by KAIRI, the Korean Atomic Energy Research Institute. So you may ask, what was an atomic research institute doing developing food instead of their prime job of looking after atomic energy? The answer is very simple. They needed a product that made their people working in the atomic industry to be healthier and to protect them from their working environment. And so once developed, KAIRI partnered with a world-class company, Kolmar Korea. That was to commercialise and sell the product worldwide. And therefore, Kolmar B&H, previously known as Sun Biotech SBT, so if you see the factory, you'll see SBT, that was Sun Biotech, and that was born. So initially, KAIRI and Kolmar, they did not have a great success trying to sell HemoHim. At $1,000 per box of 30 sachets, it's hardly surprising, is it? And apart from that, they didn't have much marketing experience. So why would you buy healthy food from an atomic research institute? You'd be totally mad. However, this all changed. Our chairman, Hang-Yul Park, a wonderful man, boldly approached the CEO of Kolmar B&H, then a Mr. Chin-Bong Kim, for Atomy to market and be the sole supplier of HemoHim. So CEO Kim admits that he was taken into Chairman Park's vision, and he even agrees that he was tricked, we would say in Australia conned, into agreeing to price HemoHim at 100,000 units instead of the 2,000 to 3,000 units they were currently selling. So just imagine the situation. Our chairman, his previous business had failed. He's arrived in a clapped-out, broken second-hand car. He doesn't actually have a business. He's just recovering from being very sick, but he has a vision, has a dream. So lucky for us, and all those people who have benefited from taking HemoHim, our beloved chairman was able to persuade CEO Kim to go along for the ride and share in the success that HemoHim's today. Atomy HemoHim is sold in 19 countries with 16 patents, including Korea and USA. It is registered with the Korean Ministry of Food and Drug Safety. It has halal certification. But in Australia, we like to be different. And it's only approved as a healthy food. So it's a mixed herbal extract drink. Mixed herbal extract drink. Doesn't sound very nice, but despite that, it does you so much more. So each box contains 60 sachets, and costs $148 delivered to your door. That is delivered to your door. No need to go to the supermarket. No need to go to Chemist Warehouse and work your way through the millions of products that they have. It is delivered to your door. So each one of these sachets, $2.50. That's much less than a cup of coffee, and it does you so much more good. And for those of you that remember the old TV channels, the shopping channels, there is more. Not steak knives, but 54,800 PV, and we all know what to do with that. So when starting this product, the researchers at Kyrie focused on one thing. They wanted, among all the technology and materials in Korea, what could be used to help their workforce. And they wanted to surprise the whole world, so they decided to research how Oriental medicine agreements and herbs could generally help their well-being. So they tested more than 42 different medicinal ingredients and herbs, and they chose 3 key ingredients. Each had an individual recognised function, and that when combined became the famed HemaHim. And this is where I get into trouble. Angelica gigas, Snidum officinale, which I still can't pronounce, which are grown in the north of South Korea, and Peonia lactiflora, which is grown in the south. So basically, HemaHim should be taken by all of us, regardless of whether you exercise, play sport, work, study, or like me, a long way the wrong side of 60. It's a world-class functional health food that promotes your good health. And we all know, if you're happy inside and healthy inside, then you'll be happy and a fruitful life. So I take 2 sachets every day. Sometimes more if I'm being especially busy, stressed, tired. Wife's turned up with a long list of things to be done. Leo's rung me up and said, you're at the next Success Academy. Hugely stressed, so I take more HemaHim. And I credit that with keeping me healthy and strong. So next month, I'm 70, and I'm still working full time. But thanks to Atomy HemaHim, I've got the energy of a person much, much younger. So our chairman told us in Sydney when he visited in March, he takes 4 sachets per day, 2 in the morning, 2 at night, and he, thankfully, is full of health. So, in all seriousness, for anybody who's suffering health-wise, run down, taking HemaHim can only help you on a pathway to recovery, and I fully recommend it. So how do you take it? At the top of the sachet, if I can get it out, you'll see a dotted line, pair of scissors, cut along from right to left. Never follow instructions, just ask my wife. I always partially tear it from the other side. Sometimes it'd be a bit of a disaster. And then I drink straight from the sachet. Now remember to roll it really, really tight. You want to get every drop. So there are other ways of taking HemaHim. Some people like to take it with water. We can take it with Manuka honey, as we just heard before. Or if you're after a bigger kick, and then mix it with Atomy ginseng, give you even more energy. So if you're taking HemaHim for the first time, you may not like it. Actually, you won't like it. But never mind, you just persist and you'll get used to it. And then we'll want to do more and more, and you just need to think of how good it is doing. So this concludes my presentation on this wonderful product. So how many people had HemaHim today? 220,000. Thank you.